you guys, welcome back to Stampaholics Anonymous. You know what time it is? It's butt polish time. Today we are going to look at the first 5 polishes of the Bootie Babe polishes that I got. This is the metallics collection. There's 5 polishes in each collection. They also have a glittery collection, which I also have, and then they have like a straight up creams, yeah, I think it's creams, collection, like butt creams. That's funny. Alrighty, so there's 5 polishes. I showed you these in a haul. They all have hilarious names. They all come in these plastic bottles that are less, you know, pesky than their cardboard counterpart, because you can just, you know, flip those plastic flaps over and they bend easily and then they stay put. That's really nice. So, like I said, there's 5 polishes. I'm gonna pull them out of the boxes real quick, show you them, then set up for swatching, and meet you afterwards with a little, you know, wrap up and review how the polishes performed. Okay, oh jeez, Boxmageddon. Okay, goody. First up, we have this little Bootie Babe. It's a red metallic, like a burgundy deep red metallic. And it's called Tears for Rears. Then we have this more pinky shade, which is called Burning Up the Rear. I like that they put the names of the polishes on top. And you can also, you know, stack these nicely together, even though that looks kind of provocative. Okay, next up we have this purple, which is called a Rumble Seed. I like that one. It's also, you know, it's a nice shade of purple. You know, sort of derivative, wow, that's a word, of like the purpley one, and then just some added blue, so a nice shade of purple. Then we have this light blue that also has like a lot of shimmer going on, like a purplish or like darker blue shimmer and some green shimmer, really pretty. This one is called Sticky Buns. And then last not least, we have this one, which is called Killer Keister. It's an orangey, like bronzy orangey base with a lot of, you know, corresponding metallic particles in there. So, from looking at them in the bottle, I do think that the Killer Keister is the one with the most pronounced metallic flakies. I don't know if you can see that. You know, if we compare that to the Sticky Buns right next to it, I'm just going to hold up these two because that's easier. You see that the glitter particles are a lot bigger in this one, the Killer Keister. Anywho, I'm going to set up for swatching, swatch all of these polish, and then get back to you. Alrighty, see you then.
Alright, so let's start out with our first butt polish. This one is called Sticky Buns. For once, I'm not going to preface this by saying I'm going to be very repetitive, because I'm not going to be very repetitive, because, spoiler alert, the formulas were very different, or like the polishes were very different from each other. So Sticky Buns turned out to be, surprise, surprise, a very sheer polish on the first coat. I am going to be doing like 3 coats for almost everything, depending on how you apply or how thick you like your coats. You could probably get away with 2 coats for the darker colors, but especially for this one, I'm at the 2nd coat now and you can not see much difference. I mean, depending on how you turn your hand, it's one of those polishes where you look at the it directly from directly above and you can still always see visible nail line, but then in different angles you can't. It's that weird thing that metallic shimmery polishes sometimes do. But I did 3 coats of that, which isn't too bad in itself because they dry quickly. They dry shiny, by the way, too. Yeah, but it's really sheer polish. Just keep that in mind. Alright, let's move on to the Killer Keister, which is sort of the oddball of the collection. I've pointed that out before. Here you can see on the very first coat that the metallic particles glitter particles, whatever you want to call them, are very pronounced when you put this on your nail. So it gets that sort of grainy feeling and like dispersed glitter feeling that the other polishes do not have in this like shimmer collection. But I also used 3 coats for this one to build it up. It did build up nicely. Formula was okay. It's like not too thin, not too thick. It doesn't run anywhere. It's just like really, really sheer, and you have to build it up to get to, you know, somewhat close to what you see in the bottle. All right, so now let's bring up the rear. So this is the Pinkie Polish. I've noticed that the pink and the red look very, very similar on camera, but they're not. This one is, again, pretty sheer. I sort of kind of forgot to film the second coat. So you're going to see me do the third coat right after the first coat by the magic of editing and forgetting to film the second coat. Yeah, it's sheer. You have to build it up with 3 thin coats, or like do a thin first coat and then add like a thicker second coat. And for some reason, I always end up doing thicker coats on my pointer finger anyway, so that never gets the same amount of coats as all the other fingers. All right, moving on to Tears for Rears. This is the reddish one, the burgundy red metallic polish in the collection. Like I said, it looks kind of similar to the pink on camera. This is one of the polishes where you can get it opaque in 2 coats if you do like a thinner or, you know, a normal coat, a first coat, and then put down a thicker second coat. And actually the formula is okay with you doing that. It allows you to do that. It doesn't dry in a weird way. So a thicker coat is totally doable, and it will dry down, and you won't have, you know, an issue with the polish not drying at all. All of these polishes dried pretty shiny, so all of the swatch pictures will be, or will have been, without top coat. So the shininess is all down to the polishes themselves. Let's get ready to rumble. Seat. This is the purple polish. This one has a lot of like different hues of metallic shimmer running through it. A purple, a blue, I can see. Couldn't really see it in the bottle, but was able to see it on the nail. This one also gets opaque in 2 coats if you do like a, you know, decent first coat and then a thicker second coat. Like I said, the formula is totally okay with doing that. It's, you know, it dries down evenly. It levels itself out pretty nicely for a metallic finish. Yeah, so 2 coats, 2 thicker coats, and you're good to go with this color.
Alrighty, you guys, that were the swatches for the Bootie Babe Nail Lacquer Metallic Collection. I must say I have mixed feelings. Let me talk about the scent of these polishes first. They literally smell like gel polish. If you've ever, worked with gel polish and you smelled how that smells, this is how these polishes smell. No joke. So they do have a strong scent to them, and I know that some people don't like that. I don't really mind it. I just wanted to point it out because it's like really pungent, and you're gonna get a good whiff of that while you do your your nails. Yeah. Metallic is not my favorite finish in polishes. So that being said, I did enjoy these alright. I mean, compared to like the Nicole Diary metallic-y chromy polishes, there's like less brush strokes and things going on. But I did end up doing wow. I did end up doing 3 coats per color, or like a thin first coat and then like a really thick second coat. That turned out to work for like the darker colors better. The formula or like the polishes themselves aren't the same across the board. I pointed out that the Killer Keister has a lot more metalliciness going on, like glittery pieces in there that are chunkier. I mean, it looked pretty on the nail. After like 3 coats and looking down on my nails, I was still able to see my nail line, but it looked pretty on the nails. But it's a different formula than all of the others, or like a different consistency or a different finish than all of the other polishes in the collection. Then some of them have like a, I don't know, corresponding or like complementary color of shine to them, like what's the word I'm looking for? I'm hungry, I can't think. Shimmer, that's the word I'm looking for. They have like a corresponding color of shimmer to them, like the blue one has a bit of a green shimmer running through it. The purple one has a bit of a blue shimmer running through it that you can kind of see on the nails, but not in the bottle. And then these two, I don't think have anything, else going on, like a complementary color going on. So mixed feelings here. For an indie brand, they are pretty affordable. That's what I would say. Even though, shipping, some people say that shipping to Europe is not cheap, but it's cheaper than at other stores I've bought in the past from. And if you live in the US, I think they do offer like free shipping. So they are worth a try if you are into the whole metallic finish and you want to try out something new, and if you want to have like a nice showpiece to put on your, I don't know, your vanity or your nail racks or whatever. But I'm not really blown away. My favorites were like the darker colors, especially the purple that I still have on my nails. The blue one in person I didn't like. I did like the swatch pictures, weirdly enough, because I could see like all the different shimmer running through it in the swatch pictures, but looking at my nails in person I could just see too much sheerness still going on, so it's not my fave. I did like this kind of more glittery finish of the Killer Keister. It has a very, I don't know, fall Thanksgiving vibe for me. That's what this one looks like, like a good pumpkin pie. I'm showing you a butt and saying pumpkin pie. All right, you know what I mean. And yeah, the purple was, I think, my top pick, and then the pink was surprisingly nice on the nail. I did enjoy the swatch pictures of this one a lot, and the red one was okay too, even though this is not like my fave tone of red. So mixed feelings, but I don't regret buying these because, like I said, for an indie brand with such a unique selling point as the names and the bottle shapes, I think it's okay to try these out. And I do think that I will find use for these as like bases for nail art and stuff. So that's it for today, you guys. Leave me a comment telling me if you've tried Bootie Babe before, what you thought of these, what you thought of the formula, what you thought of the swatches, and just, you know, let's find out together if we like these or not. So that's it for today, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you next time. Bye!